Madam Chair, we're live.
Thank you. I'd like to call the meeting to order at 5:05 PM on December the 2nd. If we can go ahead and stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Your heart, ready, I pledge allegiance by the United States and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, with liberty and justice for all. At this time, we'll go ahead and take roll call. Maria Davalos,
Here.
Anita Diaz. Here. Mario Flores. He is not here. Norma Olmos.
Here.
And myself. Here. Okay, we'll go ahead and move to the approval of certificate of postings for December 2nd, 2022. That was emailed to us. Do I have a motion?
And I'll second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Aye. Okay. We'll go ahead and go then to the approval of minutes from our past meeting of November the 4th, also emailed to us. Have a motion?
Norma almost motion. And I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Aye. All right. We'll go on to open up public communications. So I see no interest. So we'll go ahead and close that and move on to the report of officers, commissioners, or committees. And I'm going to pass it now over to Manny Carrillo.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The first item on our list today is the Santa Claus program that is kicking off tomorrow morning at Walmart at 7 a.m. sharp. I suggest for those of you that want to volunteer and take a little one shopping to get there probably no later than 6:45. Usually there is a long line. We anticipate approximately 200 volunteers and close to 400 youngsters. So if you get there early, and then you should be able to take a youngster shopping just to refresh the commission's memory and mine as well. It's $80 per participant. We will give you a gift card, and we will give you a sheet of paper with the little youngster's name, sizes, and the items that their parents have requested. Could be a new jacket, trousers, blouse, and so on. We try to stay away from toys. At the end of their shopping experience, we do have a toy section where they could pick a toy. Matter of fact, we have had staff there all day long working on securing all the different toys for the different age groups, from kinder all the way to high school. Usually the high schools the kids usually go a little bit more for hygiene type of elements, and the young ones go for stuffed animals and crayons and games and things of that nature. We ask the chaperones not to purchase any toys in particular. If they want to go over the $80 limit, then they can at their own expense. Tax in Baldwin Park is 10.25, and Walmart waives 10%. So when calculating the tax, it would be at 0.225. Last year, back in the day, I was able to say tax was included, but it's almost all included. So just calculate 0.25. So make sure to have some cash on you and or a credit card. And the shopping experience is a great way to kick off the holiday season. This year we have Santa Claus on Tuesday, and then we have additional programs on Thursday and Saturday. December to Remember continues.
Oh,
Yeah, it is going to be a fast pace. They're telling me I need to come up with a new slogan, but until I find a better one, December to Remember, I think captures the essence
Mhm.
of what we are trying to do. We'll see everyone tomorrow morning. Hopefully it is a rewarding experience. One of my favorite programs. We have generated over the 27 years, $496,500. Give or take a few pennies. And we have serviced probably over, I don't have this, I will have it tomorrow, I believe over 7,000 youngsters.
Wow.
Few years ago, we had some of those youngsters that we took shopping years ago. They were back as chaperones.
Oh,
So very
awesome.
rewarding
Awesome.
experience. And it's all grassroots, community-based. So the last few years, we have had some assistance with ARPA funds, but we also have been generating funds. So when the ARPA funds do run out, our 200-ish that we service every year, we've gone up to 400, 380, 400. So rather than dropping back to the 200, we're hoping that we stay about that number, 380, 375, because there's definitely a need out there. And I said this before, I will say it again. This is the only program in the city, within the city limits, that helps the neediest of the needy of our community. It is not a mass toy giveaway or a pancake breakfast or a parade or anything of that nature. This is handpicked by the home liaisons, which I also refer to them as social workers, community. And we also have participants from Serenity Homes, and they will be out there as well.
Nice.
So very happy, excited about the program. Can I see a show of hands if anyone's going to be there? All right. Oh, we have full representation.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you very much. I will be there. Almost the whole department will be there. It is a little early, but we are meeting for coffee at the community center at 5 a.m. And then we will.
I'll pass on that.
Yeah. And then we will be at Walmart at about 6:10-ish. Depending on how fast we're moving, and then I'll be there earlier than 6. But nonetheless, we will be ready.
Manny, I have one quick question on the toys. So I know previously or in years past, we have had the CHP that has donated. Are they doing that, or this is all city?
This is all city. In the past, we have had CHP donate. They gave us toys after the event last year. So we usually put them aside and then we bring them out. So they're like a year late. But I don't believe I've heard any scuttlebutt yet that they have donated any toys. This is transpiring a little bit earlier in the season. This is like the first, tomorrow's the 3rd, I believe. Usually if it's the 6th or the 7th, then the CHP has had an opportunity to collect toys.
Okay.
So I think the big benefactor this time around will probably be the police departments, and they'll probably collect a lot of the toys.
Yeah, I was just wondering. So when people ask, I can say it's pretty much all city. Under
It
the
is.
city. Okay.
It's all city, and we have had some donations, and we will continue to donate. Last year, we received, I want to say, a $5,000 donation from Volcom, the folks
Yes.
that dig into the ground and create whatever they create, concrete or sand or.
Right.
Yes, they donated a large amount of money, and we have a few residents in the community that donate money. Very heartwarming program, and we see the same people year after year. So we'll have about 200 people there tomorrow, and I'll have an opportunity to say a few words on the microphone, and I'll acknowledge as many volunteers as I could see, businesses and everyone else, because this is truly a collaboration at the city, school district, business community, all the chaperones and volunteers, the commissioners, and the business association, and the list goes. Thank you.
Awesome. Perfect.
The next one is the tree lighting ceremony. I'll introduce April Rojo, and she will go ahead and elaborate a little bit on the tree lighting ceremony. Abdi?
Yes, so our tree lighting ceremony is set to take place this Thursday, December 5th at our basketball gym inside the Esther Snyder Community Center. Our theme with all the winter activities is Candyland Winterfest or Candyland Winter. So we are decorating all week our basketball gym and our Christmas tree. We just got the Christmas tree set up today, and we will start decorating tonight and setting up our chairs for. We usually set up 500 chairs, and then we have our bleachers to accommodate more. And then the school district brings in their band shells and risers for the choirs. So we try to just decorate everything in theme. We have Kaiser Permanente doing free flu shots. They will be coming in at 4 o'clock. We didn't put them on the flyer because they came in a little late. Next year, we'll make sure to note that and have them on there. And they will be doing the flu shots in the game room area. And then from 5 to 6, we have an elf doing balloons for all the kids. Everything's free. And then our show is set to start at 6 o'clock with our senior center carolers. It's a group of volunteers and participants from our senior center. They'll be singing some songs, and then following them will be our Hawaiian class and our Folklorico classes. And then closing the ceremony will be our 2 high schools. So
Nice.
they do songs by themselves and then songs together. And they really steal the show because they're the pros at the, singing.
Mm.
Following the lighting of the tree, which is after the high schools finish singing, we light the tree with Santa. And then everyone pretty much stays to take photos with Santa. And then we move the group across the hallways through the dance studio to the senior center hall for free pozole and hot chocolate.
Oh,
And this year, In-N-Out called us to do free hot chocolate for everyone.
nice.
So they'll be taking over the hot chocolate station, which is nice. And then we will have pozole until it runs out. So
Nice.
we usually try to accommodate as many plates as possible. And the good thing that the sponsoring restaurant or the restaurant that works with us, they pack everything to go in case that's an option that people don't want to stay. They can take it to go as well. But it's a fun-filled evening kicking off. I always think of it as the kickoff to the holidays because Santa Claus is usually the next week. But this year, Santa Claus is the kickoff. And do you have any questions in regards to tree lighting?
The restaurant that actually donates the pozole, do they serve that and everything, or they just bring it in and staff does it?
Yes, they give us a reduced cost, but we still pay. And they do stay to serve
serve.
everything. Yeah,
Nice.
they assist making sure the kitchen is clean and it's very good pozole.
That's good the next day too.
What restaurant is it?
And he took his to go last year.
Nice, nice. What restaurant?
It's Rincon Poblano, Sabor Rincon Poblano.
Okay.
Yes, so they're very helpful and the pozole is delicious.
That's great.
They bring all the toppings too, the rabanos
Awesome.
and the cabbage, the
Oh,
radishes
great.
and cabbage.
Yeah. Great.
Yes, and we expect a great turnout. We do have confirmation that the senator will be sending a representative, and I want to say Congresswoman was going to try to make it out, which she hasn't been out for this event in a couple. But if not, they always like to send someone to represent.
Mhm.
So that'll be nice.
There has been some question. Alcohol. Not quite there yet. We okay. Risers.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
That would be a little challenging. Set up the risers. We were thinking about closing the street, but I'm not sure that's interest with the traffic.
Right.
It might be a little hectic.
Yeah.
We have to work out that kink.
You're looking at that for next year.
For next year, we were thinking about it this year,
Mm.
but at the staff level, we thought the gym is still the best option. But we did compromise and we did move the posada, and that's later on the agenda. So we will talk about that. Any other questions in regards to the tree lighting ceremony? Is everyone going to be attending?
Yes.
Yes. Well, Manny, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So I know that it's not this one in particular, the Christmas tree, but I would like to see a beautiful, huge tree in front of our city hall because the one that we have is no.
Well, they planted one at Socolo.
Uh-huh.
It still needs a little bit of time to grow. I tend to think we're on the 5-year plan.
Mhm.
I used to say that about my granddaughter. It took her 5 years to get some hair, but it didn't take quite 5 years, and it's because I'm recording, so she's gonna hear it. But it took about 3 years. So maybe for 3 years, in 3 years, it'll be a little bit larger. But if I'm not mistaken, we are bringing our big artificial tree.
Mhm.
We're plopping it in front of City Hall. So it is about a 20-foot tree.
Oh, okay.
What did
And
we have last year?
we had about an 18-foot.
Okay, so it's bigger than Manny.
Keep on
2 feet.
adding.
Okay, good. Yeah,
Feet.
because I see beautiful, huge trees in other cities and I'm like, hey, what about us? We want a
Yeah.
beautiful tree.
Right.
Yeah, I was just gonna mention that. I think you folks might be the first to know, but we
can't-
do
it's
have
locked.
we are spending a large amount of money on decorating City Hall. So is it decorated yet? I did see some of the poles wrapped.
Oh, okay.
So as you leave, look at in front of City Hall and Socolo. They told me they were going to start decorating last week.
Oh, nice.
But if not last week, I suspect it should be decorated this week. And this will be the first time that we've spent this amount of money.
Nice, nice.
to
Okay.
decorate. So I
Good to
tend to
know.
think it's just the beginning of something special.
Mm-hmm.
And then we purchased a big bow for on top of the ark with it,
Oh, nice.
little- what do you call
Oh,
it?
good.
with the ribbon going down. We purchased that. Yeah, and
With
then
lights
one,
or without?
excuse me?
With lights or
With
without?
lights.
Oh, nice,
Lights.
nice.
And we purchased one. We bought it on sale after Christmas last year.
Well, there you go.
Because it's too expensive for at cost. So we bought it like 70% off.
That's nice.
Oh, yeah. So we ended up purchasing another one for on top of the marquee sign at Morgan Park. Those are the two elements, and I think that was it. Oh, and then after this holiday season, we'll probably buy a few more items.
Right. Oh, that's
Hey, Manny,
great.
so maybe after Christmas, we can buy some beautiful ones, like wreaths or anything that has to do with Christmas along Main. So let's wait for the
Exactly.
70%.
Yes, yes.
Exactly.
Yes,
It'll look beautiful.
absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay, very good. And then if there's no further questions, I'll turn it back over to April. She would chat about the holiday parade. And Helen Hernandez is in charge of Winterfest. She could not make it, but she provided me some fun facts. I'll turn it back over to April for the parade. Saturday.
Yes, this Saturday, starting at 9:45, we do have the special dignitary welcome gathering at the STEM Academy before our kickoff for the parade. I am really, really excited because this year, for some reason, all our community groups wanted to come out and participate. So we are really going to show some Baldwin Park spirit. We have all the little leagues participating. Baldwin Park High School principal motivated all his sports teams to come out.
Oh, nice.
So we have water polo, both
Oh,
flag
nice.
football teams, cross-country teams, and then their cheer teams. So we do have a big community involvement. We have 6 car clubs. 6 of those car clubs are 3 individuals bringing out their own cars, but the other ones, they're in full participation. We have 2 different Folclórico groups, and then our usual dignitaries and our senior group, women's club. So it should be really nice. Lots of a good turnout. And with these groups, they bring out the parents. So we have a lot of room for spectators.
Mhm.
So those are always welcome. Our Grand Marshal this year is Tony Cabrera. I believe you have the flyer. He announced it this weekend. Manny had shared with us a little snippet of the news. And he had announced that he was excited to participate in our parade. And once our parade ends, we do have the award ceremony at the amphitheater for all the participating groups. And we do have a small show beforehand, which is the Christmas carolers. And then our reception for the dignitaries inside the Julia McNeil Senior Center Hall. And we're really excited. This is my first time getting my feet wet with all the details, but I've been enjoying it along the way. And this is definitely how I've been meeting all kinds of new contacts and
Mhm.
participating groups. So it'll be nice. Nice turnout. Any
Quick
questions?
question, yeah, where is the STEM Academy?
That is formerly Holland.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
the middle school up there on
Where
Main and
was, where
Olive,
was the?
Golden Park Boulevard and Olive.
calling it home.
Yes,
Oh, wow.
Landis.
Landis. Landis, yes.
It'll forever be Landis.
before.
Landis, Holland.
Oh, yeah, Landis is, yeah. We're old. In the history books.
I
and
don't have flyers. You have
yeah, I was just,
Yes, I have some more flyers to share. That way. we can assist in getting the word out to anyone that wants to participate.
nice.
Commissioner Diaz, did you have a question?
STEM Academy.
Yes.
Correct.
I did. you guys-
Christmassy, right?
Yeah, I sent the email to all the commissioners 2 weeks ago. It was the Candyland theme. Yes. So, you'll meet there at Holland for the continental breakfast, and then we'll probably walk over towards the float, and it'll already be set up on the side street before they pull in off of Baldwin Park Boulevard.
Although I do recommend, Teresa and I were talking a little earlier, you're gonna need to walk up a ladder
Oh, yeah.
or shoes that are comfortable to walk up the ladder, and then you will be on top of the big bed truck.
It's a tow truck from Royal Coaches, so a big flatbed tow truck. And that will be decorating on Friday at 1 o'clock at Royal Coaches lot. So if you guys are available, we'll probably only be there until about 5 when it starts getting dark.
So you said Candyland theme?
Mhm.
So
Okay.
is that just like Christmassy
Colorful
and colorful
Christmas,
and?
We have some
Okay,
ideas
right.
of like red and white.
Yeah, red and white. I think there's some pink in there, dark pink.
Just bright, bright
Yeah, bright colors. Like the game board Candyland.
game board. Cute.
We're going off of the same as tree lighting and
Right.
breakfast with Santa.
Right. No, no,
So I
I
guess
get
the
it.
flyer, like how the flyer, everything.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Yes. Yeah, you'll go through all the way to the back to one of the lots, but you'll see staff out there first. So you could just walk.
Or
there.
just drive in, don't go into the office.
No,
just
yeah,
keep
just
going
walk
up.
all the way to the dead end.
Okay. Got it.
And then at the conclusion of the parade, we have something called Winterfest. And we have the Winterfest program is from 12 to 5. It's a winter Candyland theme. We do have an ice rink, and that arrives, or that is going to be 30 feet wide and 70 feet long. And when I mean ice rink, it is plastic with sort of mushy lubricant. So it's not really ice, but you could skate on it and it feels like ice. That will be open at 12 noon, and we are bringing in 26 tons of snow. And just for clarification, when I mean 26 tons of snow, it is actually chipped ice. So if you could visualize a chipped ice as big as this table, and they put it on a mechanism that rolls like you use for your food boxes, and then they put it into a chipper and they blow it into the area which is fenced off,
Mm.
and the kids will build snowmans. They're not supposed to throw ice, but sometimes they do throw ice, but we ask them not to throw ice, and that goes back and forth for a 5-hour period. But it's a lot of fun. We'll also have strolling characters, Gingerbread Man, Grinch, Olaf, and we'll have a live DJ. boutique vendors, arts and crafts, selfie photos, and it's just a lot of fun. Last year was, I believe, our first year with the ice ring. It was a big hit. So I did not feel too bad on how everyone was skating. Looked like everyone had just learned. That's the category that I'm in, just kind of learning. Yeah, it's definitely that not everyone has access to in terms of us.
I have a question on that. So they need skates? Do they supply
We
skates?
we supply all of the well, they're not skates, ice shoes.
Uh-huh.
I don't what I forget what their official name is, but skates, but they actually have a sharp edge on them who actually could
Mhm.
skate. And we have the sanitizer. We have a ton of sizes. And I believe about 30 kids or participants are allowed at one time. We have plenty of.
So then once they return them, we sanitize and put them back on and then, okay, got it.
Yes.
Got it.
Walker for the ice.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
For
Mhm.
age limits or?
And everyone could use them.
It might be on the comment on the box where it says, there might be an age on there, but. not for everyone, because some of the parents.
It's a lot of fun, but I do want to caution.
Oh, yeah, it's for all
Everyone.
ages, yeah.
Yes.
I didn't, yeah. That's good.
You could definitely get hurt. I saw some really bad spills, but they just bounced right back up.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not sure I would bounce up so easily, but the kids
The
fell,
party.
everyone fell, but they all had a good time and they were laughing when they were getting up. Same thing with the
Have any
chipped
problems,
ice,
don't go.
the snow. A lot of fun, but everyone still needs to be careful. But please encourage all your little ones, the little leagues, everyone to come out and have a good time. It is all free.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that.
Okay. And Breakfast with Santa, that is happening on Saturday, December 14th. That is something Helen is leading, and she was on it. Sandra is leading,
Pictures if you want to pass on it as well.
and we have the flyer there. I believe that's taking place at the Arc. Can you elaborate why the Arc? We have the food basket program, so we have two big events going on the same day. So we'll probably work at the food basket program and build up an appetite, and then go to the Breakfast with Santa program, which is going to be here, which would be a little different because usually we have a spacious spot. This will be a little bit more tight, but we'll see how that works. And I think this year, because the calendar fell a little different, things overlapped, but I suspect next year, those two events will be separate. We partner up in Navidad in El Barrio for the food basket program. So we don't necessarily select a date. They select a date and we participate in their program. They give us a box of food and we sup. But in regards to this program, Breakfast Santa, it's been going on for years and it's very successful. But please, if you have social media accounts, please share, like city's social media to extend the reach. Great program.
Actually, selling now at front counter of our community.
And
It is best to get a pre-sale ticket. That way you're not in.
Right. Mhm.
yeah, we've serviced about 700
Mhm.
participants.
Wow.
So I'm not sure how many we'll have this year. A little bit easier sometimes when it's at the park. That's what people are more accustomed to.
Mhm.
So here you have to park at the parking structure, which is convenient as well. But any questions in regards to Breakfast with Santa? Saturday, December 14th, and it starts at 8 a.m. 8 a.m.
So Manny, it's not, and my question is not with Breakfast with Santa, but you did bring it up when you were talking about the food program and our partnership with the food. And you said they give us a box. We pay for that box, right?
We do pay for that box. It is a nominal fee. I want to say of about $4 for that box. So according to our expert Armando, the box is valued at much more
Oh, yeah.
than that. And then we purchase goods, and we have some items don't donated. So that box is valued at $75 to
Right.
$100 when it's
Yeah.
all said and done.
Right.
And we have a school-wide canned good drive through the school district, and we are able to get goods from there. So we spend the whole week sorting all the cans to make sure the boxes are evenly distributed and boxes are for Baldwin Park Rest.
Right.
Always a question from time to time.
What time is that going to be?
I believe we start at Teresa, do you recall?
nine.
I believe it's at 9
I
a.m.
believe it's at 9. Yeah.
9 a.m.
So,
because we're done by noonish.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Actually, we could be done by in 90 minutes to
Yep.
2 hours. We have it down to a science.
Mm-hmm.
Really, it's a
Amazing.
drive through. We have about 3 lines, maybe 4 lines with about 7 pickup spots.
Mm-hmm.
So if you could visualize a Disneyland line,
Yep.
we have a Disneyland line with automobiles.
Mm-hmm.
Biggest task is not to get hit by a car because we have a lot of automobiles at Morgan Park. And they're all in and out. Although we tell them to get there at a specific time,
Huh.
some reason they get there 2 hours early,
Early. Yep.
wanting to make sure they get a box.
Mhm.
Tell them if you received a number, you're guaranteed a
Right.
box.
Right.
Period. But I'm sure Armando will reach out to everyone to participate. And when I talk about the December to remember, we really do have a lot
Yes.
of events.
Mhm.
One of our main goals is also to take care of ourselves and make sure we
Mhm.
don't get sick. 'Cause
Mhm.
many times when it comes to the holidays and time with our family, we end up falling
Yeah.
apart,
Mhm.
get sick. So we
Right.
want to stay healthy also.
Very good.
Okay, and then last but not least, we have the Posada, and April will go ahead and elaborate on the Posada.
Our posada will be on Friday, December 20th. And we changed the location for the posada. We had advertised it at Morgan Park, which we usually host it there, but this year it was kind of nice to incorporate Zócalo into the celebration. So it will actually lend itself to an easier route and safer route for the our mass at St. John's. They start at 6:30 p.m. And so everyone that's in the procession can just easily cross through Sterling Way to come into Zócalo Park, Susan
Mhm.
Rubio Zócalo Park. We expect them, all the procession here at Zócalo Park by 8 p.m. We kind of timed it that way. Usually it takes them a good while to do the procession because they are singing traditional posada songs. And basically, they make a few stops at different houses because a posada is the celebration or the journey of Joseph and Mary,
Mhm.
and they were asking for shelter to go ahead and give birth to baby Jesus. So the St. John's catechism classes, they really go all out. They dress their kids up in angel costumes and they bring a baby Jesus. They have individuals dressed up as Mary and Joseph. And when we're here, we decorate a huge door for the final singing to be done at the door, like we're welcoming them
Mhm.
into Zócalo Park. And then our stage area, which is under the sombria, will be a manger Our team has a really awesome maintenance crew that goes all out with decorating the manger. And we have hay for the kids to sit on. They do a final prayer once they get here. And then we have different booths. So from there, they go to the check-in booth to get a wristband. Everyone gets a wristband because we give out free food. The free food are tamales, buñuelos, and then ponche or coffee, hot ponche. And then I think we're doing hot chocolate actually instead of the coffee. And then from there, they get to go to the next station, which is a free candy bag, and it's a traditional aguinaldo, which is we try to mimic similar to what they do traditionally in Mexico. Usually there's a cracker type candy, marshmallow, tamarindo, and orange or tangerine. So we really try to go traditional with all the elements. And then everyone gets entered into a piñata raffle. We raffle off 25 piñatas and candy bag to go with the piñata. And people really get excited for
Oh,
that
yeah.
because it adds our decoration for the night, but then they go home with
Right,
it. So it's
right.
really cool. And then we also have a free toy giveaway for anyone under the age of 12, 12 and under. And we're thinking of setting up 2 similar stations of toys in both rooms of Zocalo. The Zocalo is a smaller space than what we were working with in the hall. For us to set up our toys, we're gonna mimic 2 similar rooms so that we could send the line to either room and then they get their toy and exit to the back. Then they could come back for the celebration because we are gonna have a petting zoo, a ballet folklorico dancers and mariachi.
Oh, nice.
So
Have an age limit?
yes, 12 and under
12 and
for
under.
the toys.
Oh, for the toys.
12 and under. How are you going to make sure that when they come and get their toy, they don't come back and get another
Yes.
toy?
That's why it's important to have the
The
wristband.
wristband, so you take
Because,
it off.
yes, we do have initials for each station, even for the food. So at check-in, they also get their piñata raffle ticket, and that's also been something that within the years we've learned how to, get that
Distribute.
all
Right.
controlled because we do get some people, that misplace their items, their ticket or the bracelet. Yes, yes. Oh, that would be nice. I never thought about that. Yeah, we use a regular wristband, usually like a plastic material
Mhm.
that we're able to write on. And that's worked so far, but
Okay.
it would be nice to get with some new technology.
Mm-hmm.
Have to look into that.
Good
I was,
idea.
yeah. And one thing I wanted to mention that we didn't quite mention for all our events, we do receive a lot of volunteers from the high schools, AVID clubs, Key clubs, and we really appreciate their help because they do come out and participate. And Sandra's done a really good job at the teen center that they create a QR code. And with the
Oh,
QR code, they do sign up for whatever
Nice.
slot that they want to participate in. And they're involved in all our winter programs, except with Santa Claus because they're in school.
mhm.
But other than that, they're calling us and wanting to participate, and we do use them for mostly all our winter events. So
Awesome.
it's always nice to incorporate all those clubs and they get to see what it takes to put on the event and all the breakdown that comes along with it as well. But yeah, Posada has been, growing
Yeah.
within the years and
Yes.
it's, turned out to be really nice and St. John's does come out and support us
Mhm.
with their catechism classes, which gets the youth involved in the traditional
Mhm.
Posada from, their parents, they grew up, involved in. So it's nice.
Yeah, very nice. Very exciting. Thank you so much, April. All right, we're going to go ahead and move on to Commissioner request and communication. So we will start over with Anita. You have any-
No, it's very interesting in December, like Manny just said moments ago, it's a December to remember and looking forward to all these events, just for bring the community together and especially during the warm holiday spirit. I think it'd be good for everyone. So I'm looking forward to all this.
Well, pretty much I'll echo what Anita just said. It's a very busy month, a very fun month. And with all these like you were saying, Manny, that you guys are spending to decorate more, I think that's something that makes it even more special for all of us as residents. And I'm very happy to be part of these events because I have been to the Santa Claus program, the city the tree lighting, some of these events, and they're very fun. And thank you all for, you know, all your hard work on these special events for all of us.
Norma?
Yeah, I also want to say thank you and I want to say that it was nice being in this as a commissioner, but I have to leave. Not by choice, but I have to leave. But I want to thank you guys too. And I'm not gonna say goodbye because I'll probably see you. I'm gonna be around the community. I've gone to all these programs. I've gone all every year. And thank you for your hard work and we'll see you around.
Yeah, I want to thank Norma for, you know, her participation on the commissioner and, you know, her voice. And, you know, that's what it is. And you're going to continue to do that, you know, be a voice for the community, for, you know, the school. Yeah, we'll see you around and you're going to, you know, it's a good thing. I don't think we thought of that though. When she was running, we're like, you know, she's gonna, and then after she won, I'm like, oh my God, I wonder if she could hold both spots. And so, but yeah, we'll still see her around. But in regards to the flyers, oh my gosh, you guys have done a phenomenal job. I have seen them come across the social media. They look so bright. They just stand out. I mean, you know, there's no missing them. Although we still get people that say they never heard, but yeah, so whoever did the artwork, please tell them,
I think
you
for the
know.
most part, those are all developed in-house.
Right. Yes. Yes. That the talent is amazing. So yeah, I really wanted to point that out, make sure that you tell staff that, as well as the great job they're doing with social media. You know, we see it all the time, you know, they're doing a great job. So kudos to that as well. And as the other said, I'm so excited for tomorrow for Santa Claus, the tree lighting. I will definitely be at those, the parade. Oh my gosh. So we do, hopefully you guys can work it out where after she's in the parade for the school board, you guys get her onto our float.
That will
Um,
be my mission.
Yes, yes, please,
Yes, we
please.
will make it happen.
Yes, so.
That I'm competitive or anything.
Right,
It's
exactly.
just out there. We will
I'm
make
still
it.
gonna be elect, so I'm officially not.
That's
yet.
right. That's right. That's why she's part of our commission.
Madam
so.
Chair, I do want to mention, our food basket program is Saturday at 9 AM, which is the 14th.
Mhm, the 14th.
14th at the community center, same day as the breakfast with Santa. And also, Commissioner Davalos, you mentioned about decorations. We do have a special exhibit on loan. It's a Disney exhibit and it's at the community center in the Rotunda area. And it is on loan. So it will be there for the holidays. We have about maybe 30 pieces that it's out right now. They took them out. So now Teresa and her team need to decorate and put them out strategically because the pieces are 30 plus years.
So the rotunda is in between?
Case area, the
Oh,
lobby.
the lobby.
So
Oh, the
when you
lobby.
show
Okay.
up on Thursday,
Yes.
please take a look at the council
Oh,
picture.
nice.
We'll have some special decorations there
nice.
as well as the
Oh,
been
great.
showing up for the past 20 plus years.
Nice.
The exhibits, so it will be there again.
Oh, she sent it out.
Yeah, it was on
Oh,
the
April.
email.
April, you
for
sent it
April
out.
had it. It was on the email.
wait.
One of the attachments.
We did have to make.
On the day of, we'll have a actual program.
Mhm.
That one, it should be the latest and greatest, because we have some folks still RSVPing,
Oh,
so should have it all tied up by tomorrow.
nice. Okay, perfect. All right, yeah, with that said, it's time for adjournment, so if anybody wants to move. Okay, Anita,
I second, Norma.
all in favor?
Aye.
So meeting adjourned at 5:50 PM. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm excited.